everyone, happy Friday and welcome back to Aquarium Central. I hope you and your fish have been having a fantastic week as always. For us, of course, it is fish unboxing time, so stay tuned and let's have a look at what cool things have arrived today. Okay, this is one that we haven't had, well actually we sold out just recently, but a really cool fish. They've arrived much smaller this time. Check out what is in this little bag. Tiny little baby, gorgeous Senegal. These are really cool species. These are actually what's known as a living fossil species, and that essentially these have remained unchanged for such a long period of time, and they are actually very successful in their own sort of ecological niche. And you can see why they also do get called a dinosaur fish, because they do look like a little dinosaur or a little dragon. So much smaller, but a really cool fish to have, and it would be really lovely to sort of see them grow up and yeah, really start putting on some size, your own little dinosaur. Oh, okay, here's a cute one. These guys, decent size for what these are. These are actually a dwarf species, I believe, of a South American, your keyhole cichlids. And they get that name due to the little shape, or sort of splotchy shape they get on the side there that does look sort of like an old school keyhole. So very appropriate name for these. Once again, not the most colourful, as you know, as far as dwarf cichlids may go, but really great personalities on these. So keyhole cichlids, good size, and it looks like there is males and females in there too. So really happy to have those back in stock. Oh, and keeping with the awesome dwarf cichlid theme, back in stock, some beautiful black rams. Well, these might actually be blue blacks. I'll have to see. They're looking more like blue blacks at this stage as opposed to your true black knights. However, they will obviously lose a bit of colour during travel as well. So I'll keep you updated on those. I'll definitely try and do a video on those later down the next week once they've settled in. But regardless, they're such a lovely little fish. Keeping with the rams theme, some more gorgeous, looks like more sunshines. So a newer variant, these ones are, of course, bred from your regular gold rams, but these ones, instead of having sort of the bright red head fading into sort of yellow and then cream, these are much more of a solid yellow all through the body, which you can sort of just see there. So your sunshine rams, really pretty. Absolutely love those. I do think we even still have a few of the balloon sunshines available as well, and a few even long fin balloons. So I've really been loving the sunshines recently. All right, now onto one of my first fish true loves. Check out these. These are some of the best triple red or super red Apistogramma cacatoides. So really lovely little dwarf cichlid. And look, your Apistos are, personally I've found them a lot easier to take care of than rams, but just amazing little fish. They're quite cute little sort of breeding project if you do want to go down that route. Looks like all boys in this bag, but really amazing boys, but phenomenal. And we've just got Josh asking any Africans. Not really today. I'm so sorry, Josh. We actually had a really large African restock earlier in the week with some really nice peacocks. So I might even try and do a special video to show, you know, what came in earlier in the week. So not right now, but watch this space over the weekend and I'll try to show you what we've got in. But for more amazing little Americans, beautiful. These are, once again, your Apisto cacatoides, but these are your super orange or your mega orange. And talk about super orange. Phenomenal colour, really good size. Once again, looks like all boys, but we might even still have some girls left if you were wanting to do a pair of these, but these are so beautiful. They are absolutely gorgeous. These are honestly some of the best Apistos I've seen in a while. So really good time if you are wanting to buy them. You know, perfect sort of little statement fish for a nice community setup. All right, bigger Americans now. Check out this amazing, slightly sooky baby. Some more of your amazing Nemo Oscars. So these are an albino variant. And they get these really interesting sort of spotted, mottled patterns but really, really high coverage. Oh, there we go, showing off for you a little bit now. But gorgeous, gorgeous fish, decent size too. Really, really nice. And we did get a few of those in too, so you can, you know, choose which one really tickles your fancy. All slightly different, of course. Or maybe you like the standard little albino tigers. Dropped a little bit of their colour in the bag, but still some really nice patterns in there. Super, super cute. Not seeing any black on the fins of these, so they look quite nice at the moment. Or your classic red tigers. How nice are these? These are looking very, very lovely this week. Really nice bright red and quite good coverage on a few of these. Yeah, there we go. So these are what we call our 5 centimetre size. Quite often they're more sort of, you know, 5 to 6, sometimes even 7, but a really good place to start. Gives you a little bit of time, and you know, if you do need to upgrade your tank or just want to see them, you know, grow up from a little guy into a big, chunky, beautiful fish. And speaking of gorgeous big chunkies, look what we managed to get back in stock. A stunning, stunning copper leopard. So your copper Oscars, I'm sure you can figure out why they get called that. Stunning copper colour. It's a nice, nice chunky one. Looks quite happy too, this one. I think we only got a few of these. They do always sell really, really quickly. But really nice, just something different. Or maybe if you are a bit of an Oscar collector and you want to sort of tick off, you know, all the fun varieties there is. We've got more beautiful, beautiful coppers. All right. Not a huge one today, but as I said, guys, there was some really cool Africans earlier in the week, so I might try and show off a few of them. Definitely stay tuned, and we'll be doing some more favourites on the weekend, so watch this space. But still plenty more of cool things to have a look at. Classic chocolate coolie loaches. Such a fun little loach. Really, really cute. Not the largest I've seen, but still decent. And of course, with your coolies, you do want to have these guys in a group. The more of them you have, the more of them you will see. They are quite social little creatures, and it's really nice to see them sort of interact with each other and cruise around the tank, but really, really cool. All right, Josh is asking, do we ever get red flagtails? Yes, we do, but quite often they are actually to order in. We don't always have them in store, so send a message through to our page if there's ever something that you're looking for, you know, you're really, really searching. Send an email through to us, guys, and we can always see what we can do and if it's something we can special order in. It just depends on if our suppliers have them in stock. So yeah, if there's ever something you're really, really searching for, please do reach out. Email is sort of the best way, and then that way our fish room manager can, you know, find out for us, and we'll get back to you as soon as possible. Oh, okay, this is an exciting one. If you like your sort of special little species, little schooling species, we've got some more of these. We did have them earlier in the year, and once again, sold out so quickly because there's something you don't see every day. These are your shining data tetras. And they might not look like much now, but these actually turn a sort of beautiful, beautiful bright red with a nice sort of black line and these gorgeous iridescent blue spots. Really interesting fish, and the males also get these really extended fins that they fan out. They're stunning, stunning little tetra. So these are your shining data tetras. Don't look like, you know, too much going on now, but if you want to see what these look like, definitely pop on the website or even search it on our page. And I did do a video on these last batch we had, which is a little bit larger, but you can see what these incredible fish turn into. They're really, really beautiful. All right, some more classics. Beautiful albino rainbow sharks. Really, really happy with the size of these at the moment. Nice and chunky, really nice colour in the fins as well. So they look like to be quite well bred, very happy, super active. And look, they are one of your slightly nicer sharks compared to some others. So, you know, can actually work in a few more sort of tank setups than some others. Or if you don't like the albinos, maybe you like the regular rainbows. Once again, they dropped a little bit of colour, but these will have that sort of nice deep sort of grey to black and beautiful bright red fins. And these look nice and chunky again, so lovely, lovely rainbow sharks back in stock. All right. Now let's have a look at some cute catfish. Got some more Corys restocked at the moment. So they might look like pandas if you don't sort of see them too close, but no, these are not pandas. These are actually your Cory mete, I believe it's called, also known as your bandits. They've got this really interesting black line that sort of goes all the way across the back. Really interesting, nice little bit of contrast, and a good school of these looks awesome. Really cute little bandit Corys. All right, and speaking of lovely Corys, some more gorgeous leopard or Julies back in stock. Not a bad size on these. We'll get these ones out straight away, feeling nice and comfortable, but always lovely to have back these ones. Gorgeous little black tip on the fins there and beautiful little spots, thus the leopard name, of course. And then a slightly larger Cory, but still stunning. Awesome emeralds. And so these are a bit more of a chunky, larger species. And of course their name comes from that gorgeous emerald green, very sort of pearly, iridescent shine all along the body. So another stunning one. Of course, gorgeous little bubbles there, really nice. All right. Now let's have a look at a few guppies. Stunning. I wish these arrived earlier in the week, but that's okay. We're still happy to have them now. Beautiful red blonde males. And the red coverage on these is absolutely phenomenal. Really nice solid colour. Cute little tails on these. Beautiful. Your red blondes really do stand out in almost any tank. So just a really nice guppy to have. And speaking of stunning male guppies, this is another one that we don't get all the time, but absolutely beautiful. I really, really do like these. These are what's called an albino tiger. So of course that beautiful sort of snake skinny pattern, pinky red eyeballs, the classic albino. These ones do get really large fantails. A few of these have been a little bit nipped up in transit, but they'll heal up absolutely fine once we get them into some beautiful fresh water and give them a little bit more space. But albino tigers, lovely, very, very shiny, little pops of sort of yellow to orange, almost like a sunset tail there. So really, really nice. Oh, and some more. These are female guppies, but these are your female green cobra. So I do think we got some really nice males of these earlier in the week. And these lovely ladies would, of course, make some fantastic partners for those. And we've just got lovely Leanne in the comments saying how many males to females ratio for guppies. So with your guppies, honestly, the more females, the merrier. Because look, too many males can actually pester them to death. It can actually be too stressful if they're harassing them and chasing, trying to mate. I would say bare minimum 2 females to 1 male. But the more females you can have, honestly, the better. It will really reduce stress levels. So at least 2 girls to 1 boy. But, you know, past that, a little bit up to you. Of course, more sort of, you know, hiding spaces and places they can sort of escape to feel safe will also help things out. But yeah, definitely at least 1 boy to 2 girls for your guppies. Wait till you see the size of these. These are phenomenal. These are really, really nice. Anyone tell me what these gorgeous little red-nosed beauties are? Really, really cool. So these are your Burmese rummy nose, and we do not see this at this size often. This is really, really cool to see. They've obviously, once again, lost a bit of colour, but it looks like some definitely males and females in here, and your males get that beautiful, beautiful bright red nose, and the body's sort of a silver to sort of silvery purpley blue colour. They're a really, really cool looking fish. Your females aren't quite as colourful, but absolutely phenomenal size on these at the moment. These form such a nice school. They're really, really cool. So if you've been thinking about Burmese rummies, I would be buying some now. They are phenomenal. Love that. Oh, another one, pretty good size at the moment. bit of an aquarium classic, but they're so hardy that can work in so many different tanks. Don't even really need a heater with these guys. These are your zebra danios, but your long fin zebra danios. So really extensive, beautiful, beautiful fins. They are such a stunning little fish and a really great starter if maybe someone, you know, has never really dealt with fish before and they're, oh, I don't know where to start. I want something really easy. Danios are a great place to start. And you can still get, just like these, some absolute beauties. Really, really nice. Ooh, this is the one that I love to have in this little bag. Good size for these actually too. These are what's called a half-beak, or sometimes they do get called a wrestling half-beak. And believe it or not, this is actually a live-bearing species. And they certainly don't look like it, which is kind of amazing. But yes, they almost look like a little mini gar or something along those lines, sort of a little needlepoint nose, tiny little bit of sort of red and yellow often through the fins, and that shimmery sort of platinumy gold body. Oh yeah, decent size for your half-beaks. So really happy to have those little weirdos back in. And I say weirdo with love. They're strange looking, but really, really cool. Only thing with those guys, they are a very top-dwelling fish. You definitely will need lids, of course, but a lid is a very small price to pay for a very cool fish. Check out, speaking of really cool natives, pygmy perch. So these are really, really cool little native fish. This is the Western variety, so of course coming from Western Australia. Classic sort of perch shape, but I suppose the benefit of these guys is they don't get anywhere near the size of many others. I think these ones max out at around 6. I do think in the wild they can get up to 8, maybe recorded, but usually max out at around 6 centimeters, so way more manageable. And just a cool native. Love the shape on these guys. Certainly one we don't have too often too. So pygmy perch, can't believe we've got some at the moment. All right. Now another classic, certainly not a native, but still a really cool fish. Once again, these can actually work as quite a good starter fish. These are your classic tiger barbs. Not a bad size. They can be a little bit nippy. But if you're doing a sort of species-only tank, the more of these you have, the less issues you will have. Any of that aggression is sort of spread out, you know, within one another. Would never recommend them with anything, you know, with long tails, long fins, slow moving. But a big school of barbs can look absolutely fantastic. And at the moment, I think we've got jades, regular tigers, golden tigers. We've even got some of your nicer, small species, such as your 5-banded barbs, which do play a lot nicer. So definitely some cool barb options. And actually, the other thing we did get in earlier in the week was some incredible long fin cherry barbs. So classic bright red cherry barb color with beautiful extended fins. So I'd only keep your long fins with other long fins to avoid any, you know, nips to those gorgeous fins and tail, but they look amazing. I'll try to get some footage of those. But last one to finish off. Check out the color of these. These are your true golden comets. And it's sort of hard to tell without seeing, you know, your orange or your red comets next to them. But these are really, really sunshiny yellow color. Not a bad size to start off with. There's even one little cutie in here that is gold and white. Of these are your true golden comets. And it's sort of hard to tell without seeing, you know, your orange or your red comets next to them. But these are really, really sunshiny yellow color. Not a bad size to start off with. There's even one little cutie in here that is gold and white, which you see even less. But really, really lovely. I think these would look amazing in a pond. That gorgeous, gorgeous yellow color would really just light up. Stunning comet goldies. Really lovely. So that is about it for today, guys. Once again, thank you so much for joining me. I'm not sure exactly how next week will go, because I think right now Nigel is actually either just getting off the plane or has just got off the plane over in China. So definitely keep an eye on our YouTube channel, because there's going to be some totally different content coming out, exploring the streets over there, going to the aquarium markets, fish stores, all sorts of stuff. But for the meantime, thank you so much for joining me once again, and I hope you and your fish have a fantastic week.